Well, I know you can't see me and all you've got is a spot of light, but I am here. I'm heading towards Winnats Pass this morning just for a bit of a change. I had a really good day out yesterday, somewhere absolutely phenomenal and amazing, and I do urge you to watch that video if you haven't. But this morning I'm heading towards Winnats Pass because it gave a lot of fog, and I was hoping to get those miracle photographs of the fog in the valley. But the fog's cleared. It's been raining in the night, I think, and I'm absolutely freezing this morning. But like I said before, start off cold and you'll warm up when you start walking. So I'm just heading in the dark across the field, heading towards the gate, and then from the gate down to the stile, or the new gate now, and then we'll be there. So I'll speak to you when it's a bit lighter and you can see what's happening. And there is going to be some colour, even though there's no fog. Damn. Hello, Mr. Barbar. Hello, Mr. Barbar. Don't be scared, don't run off the cliff. Oh, it's all been cut down and green. It's very nice. You alright? Well, Winnats Pass is in front of us. Let's stand around and wait now. Right, so I've picked my spot. Got some lovely colour in the sky. I'm taking a different shot than I normally would. If you've seen my recent video that actually came out yesterday for me, but a few weeks ago for you, I did a light trail around this amazing S-curve, or this amazing slopey bend. And because I've been here several times and I've taken most of the classic shots, apart from the one with the perfect fog in it, I'm just going to go for a bit of something different. So first of all, tripod's coming out, so it makes me bag a bit easier, because first of all should have been putting my coat on because I'm bloody freezing. But I'm going to get the tripod out, not too high because I don't need it very high. I'm going to use it at a nice workable height, and I've got myself a bit of a rock and a ledge to stand on, and the lights are coming up the road, so I'm going to be taking lots of different exposures to get all these different lights in, and then blend them together to make one final image, hopefully. Bit of colour, bit of cloud, light trails, and I need a coat. Ooh, it's bloody freezing. And I stood in the wind. I was out the wind just now when I walked along, but I decided to come back. So, right, let me get set up and I'll speak to you in a bit. So this is quite an easy photo shoot. I'm using a cable release. Yes, people, I've got a cable release in, thanks to Mr. Dodd at Christmas. Excuse me. Just means I don't have to move the camera around when I'm taking the pictures. And composition set up quite nice and quick and simple. I've got a little band of colour in the sky, so I'll put that across the top of the image. That's what's going to give you that nice colourful glow to the image. And then I've got the leading line of the road coming from the bottom left hand corner all the way down through to the just over the thirds on the other side. Actually, that was more luck than judgment. And then it snakes off down between the gap. Now I might move up in a minute. I've taken lots here already, so I've already done this one, so I might move up and try and get a slightly different angle, looking sort of down the curve a little bit, sort of into Castleton. The Winnats Pass is an absolutely phenomenal place. Nothing like I was at yesterday, but this is very Jurassic Park looking and a pretty amazing place. If you've never been here, come and have a look, because it's really good. Just to drive down it in the car, it's just amazing. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll take all these photographs back to Photoshop and I'll blend them and just use the lights, blend them in a light mode. I'll put the link to the video that I did last time up, and you'll see how I actually blend the images together. So I won't, necessarily do this one again for you. But yeah, just keep taking lots and lots of exposures. So the camera's set up, I've got the cable release. As the cars go past, I just keep clicking the shutter. Now what I could do is I could put an ND filter on and get a really long sort of 50 second and do it all in one go, so they slide all the way down and you get the car lights all the way down if you can time from the top to bottom. But on this, because there's so many cars coming every so often, the lights will just overlap the little tiny gaps anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You just got to watch your exposure time. I'm at f11 to give me as much depth of field as I possibly can, but as I flick through them, you can definitely see the red lights and the white lights coming all the way down. And what's nice about this location is you've got a lot of red lights, because obviously it's a steep hill and people are braking on the way down, so you get these nice bright red lights for this. But yeah, I've never done it here before, so it made a change because I've got no mist. Got complete mayhem going on down in the valley. We've got obviously the cars coming up and down the slope down there, but the sheep have been let out, or the sheep have moved in field and the sheep are completely terrorising the road. It's complete chaos down there. I did try and do a bit of time lapse to see if I can show you what was going on. I've actually tightened up the image slightly now. I pulled in quite tight because the sky is very bland, but I've still got this little tiny strip of colour which is working quite nicely for me. And what I'm hoping is the sun's just going to come over the little gap at some point. So I've whacked the ISO, I haven't whacked the ISO anyway, I've whacked the f-stop up onto 22 or down to 22. So I'm hoping to try and get a little bit of a sun star just to top off the top of this image, and it's not far off of coming over the top, I think, so we'll keep an eye on it. What I might do is just lift the camera slightly, just to get a bit more sky, and then I can just blend that bit more sky in, I think, with the light trails I had at the bottom. So I might just do that, just lift it up just slightly, just to see if I can get a bit of a slightly different image. I may take the filter off as well, so it's a quick exposure, because I just want that quick sun star. Right, I'm packing up now. I'm just about done. What's really strange is you can just probably see this lady walking behind me there. She's just going down there. They came past this morning. They're the ones that made me jump. They walked past. Like, oh, I didn't even hear them coming. But I thought I recognised her. It's really weird. I thought I recognised her, and when she was walking, they came back up and stood at the top, and I could see her with her phone, and she was getting her boyfriend to hold her phone and get it perfectly in the right position, you know, balancing here, balancing there, a bit like we do with these videos. And I thought, do you know what, that putting two and two together, I was definitely getting 6. And I shouted up to her, I said, have you got an Instagram channel? She went, yeah. I said, do you do wild swimming? She went, yeah. I went, I follow you. She's crazy. She goes into all these water pools and stuff like that. Absolutely amazing to see these images. And it gives you some really good places to visit as well when you follow people like that. But yeah, she follows me back as well, which is really weird. So I've met an Instagram, I call her a famous Instagrammer, because she does loads of stuff. It's really cool. Right, so time to pack away. I'm cold. I've put the camera away already. All I've got to do is put the tripod away and make my way back. I think I'm going to call it a nice simple early one. We didn't really get any light as such. a little bit of a glow. The sun star didn't happen, it got snubbed out. I still enjoyed getting up this morning. It was nice coming out and seeing the sunrise, and you know, I actually invented an image, if you like. I made up an image because I've gone for the sun, you know, I've gone for the light trails. So by doing something a bit different, because the conditions weren't good enough to get a real amazing award winner, tried something a bit different and got a shot that way. So happy enough, I can now get myself down to McDonald's, get myself a burger, not a burger, I'm going to get myself a nice sausage egg McMuffin and have an early one and get home. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bit of a short video, I think, maybe this time. Come out and try something like this. Like I said before, try the light trails. It just gives you a little bit of a different way of looking at photography. And I also found on the camera, I just will add a quick note, that if you use your cable release and you put it into constant shooting, just lock it off on the cable release and it'll just keep shooting for you. You don't have to keep pressing the button. I thought there was a delay, but this time, when I checked it this time, there's no delay, so just lock it off and away it goes. So thumbs up, don't forget to like and subscribe. Ciao for now, see you soon. And yeah, to that swimming lady, nice to meet you. Have fun, and I'll see you in the summer. Ciao.